Well, hi group. Here we go. Sorry if there's too much light here, but I live in a house with so many windows you can't look anywhere without seeing the outside. Beautiful El Dorado Springs, Colorado, and the mountains are great today. Okay, let's get going. First of all, I got my uniform on, as you can see, and which I very loyal to for the last 6, 7, 8 years. I can't remember. Welcome to this exciting learning opportunity. This is a very, very special program. And I'll keep talking about this as we go because I'm really in the business of learning and teaching and empowerment and especially adults. Okay. Even though I have a lot of kids, I focus on adults. The first two videos you'll see in this course from me are standard stuff that I put in every course, but it fits, especially if you want to visit my Haleiwa, Hawaii office. Stop in anytime. Okay, first of all, a biggie, call me Paul, or you can call me Dr. Katsampis, whichever you prefer. Don't call me Mister. Uh, the business of power and politics is we need to talk about very quickly, and that's how we start off with this week one. Uh, Especially we have this negative thing about office politics is all backstabbing, and power is this coercive use of your position to give people a hard time. This course changes that. Okay, power, you'll see right away in week one, there's different types, there's different sources of power, and those different sources of power are derived in different ways. One way is legitimate. You get a position and you get power through that position. I get power through this position, and I have certain responsibilities. And I'll list that later on. But think this way. Think about the different sources of power. Don't just say power anymore. Just say it's legitimate power, or it's expert power, or referent power, and identify those and see how those grow. The other is politics. Politics, and especially it's a stormy time for us in our country and around the world. With politics, but really, when we're talking about organizations, we talk about building influence and building influence to create change and to create positive productivity and develop people, whatever it is. And that those kind of politics come from connections and coalitions. And I'll talk a lot more about this as we go along, but I still have a group that I meet with every other month that's from my graduate school years ago. Okay, people that I work with, and then recently people I've trained with. We get together, we talk, we trade information, and I'll talk about that. But that's coalitions. Okay. The conference director topics assignments are listed in this document. Thanks for sending in your preferences, and I'll keep that going. First boardroom meeting. I'm going to set the first boardroom meeting for next Tuesday at 7 p.m. Mountain Time. I know it's kind of a funny time of the week, and it's very quick. It's very fast, but it's Thanksgiving week, and I know people have other interests. Also, though, I want to give an opportunity for you to ask any questions of me and see me, and I can see you. There's an agenda set by our program. Really, I think we'll take care of all that stuff before we get to the boardroom meeting. But just come on if you got questions. But if you got a family coming in and you got turkey cooking, don't worry about making it. If that happens and you can't make it, send me an email of what your questions are and what issues you might have, and I'll give you credit, the boardroom credit for that time. It works in the past. I want you to take a look at the Harvard Business Review simulation as soon as you can. This is a big deal, and I've listed some information about that here. But if it's confusing, and if you're having any problems, let's talk. Okay, I've only done this once before. And so I need to work through it too. And I'm part of the game, but I don't see everything that you see. So let's stick together. Let's stick together on this one. The final thing I want to talk about today is the philosophy of why this program exists. Take a look at the table that I put into this announcement, and you can see where child learning fits, adult learning fits, but where we fit. And we fit in that this is driven by the learner. That's you. Okay. Well, I happen to learn along with you, and so I'm with you on this, and I bridge the gap between adult learning and this participative learning. Okay, this is a big deal, and this is a big deal. I've been this college professor business for a long, long time, and for me, this is the ultimate. Okay, all right, let's keep it going. This looks like a good, it's going to be a good trip. And even though we cover 3 holidays, let's have a good time. Talk to you later.